From Mario 64 to even Roblox, the iceberg genre videos has become extremely popular on YouTube. If you don't know, the iceberg format refers to a deep dive from known facts and theories, which is the surface level of the water, to the more unknown features and theories in a given game, or maybe even a TV series. I wonder if anyone's done that yet. Either way, today I decided to tackle the Yume Nikki Iceberg, which I found on Reddit. I decided to add my own things to it and basically try to bring some new people into the fandom and maybe give some of the older fans something to look forward to, and maybe even new information. So sit back, buckle up, and let's dive into the deepest waters of the Yume Nikki Iceberg. The balcony ending is essentially the main ending to the game, where Madotsuki jumps off the balcony to commit suicide, presumably. Uboa is a character spawned via Easter egg where you have a 1 in 64 chance of triggering it. Going into Ponikos' room and turning on and off the light over and over again can trigger this event. Once triggered, Uboa will spawn in the room, making it unable to leave or wake up. Interacting with Uboa will teleport you to a dimension filled with very creepy imagery. Uboa is commonly said to have inspired Gaster from Undertale. A NEET is a recluse in Japanese culture who doesn't partake in social interaction and rarely leaves home. This is backed by the fact that Madotsuki refuses to leave her room. QQ-kun is a phallic character found along a staircase in the game. In order to access it, you must enter a zipper-like room, bringing multiple theories into play. It also rubs the stairway rails as you approach in a very suggestive manner. Face is a popular jump scare, and I believe one of the few jump scares in the game, which involves a mask-like face flashing on screen with creepy music playing. Crick is a random occurring Easter egg or maybe even event where Madotsuki will wake up with her neck twisted to the left or right. Remove connections probably refers to remove doors to other rooms or events to other rooms or unused rooms like FC World C and the debug room. Extremely rare Easter eggs and occurrences range from Takufusen, who has a 1 in 3,600 chance of spawning in the White Desert, or more common ones like the Famicom glitch, which is an homage to Earthbound. DirectDraw errors are simply errors when going into full screen that occur even in Fangames for some reason. Ponikos' theme is Lavender Town is one that most people couldn't really discuss on their own, but as a musician I can finally use that knowledge. Ponikos' theme has a very similar key progression to that of Lavender Town if you listen to the main keys. Mesoamerican symbolism is used throughout the game in a very profound way, and it's very obvious. This includes skyboxes, NPCs, and even the main hub. The most prominent art form used is ancient Peruvian art. 2 identical frogs will give you an effect in First World and the Dense Woods B. Eyes are present nearly everywhere in Yume Nikki, to the point where people have started theories about them. These theories involve Madotsuki being afraid of people judging her, fear of being watched, or trauma due to sexual assault. Characters with strange eyes, disembodied eyeballs, and eyes on stalks can be frequently found in the game. It's essentially where the developer of the game locked most of the content behind a wall where you had to answer a password using something involving Japanese folklore, so most Westerners couldn't really guess this. Unused codes in version 0.09 was meant to make Nasu, the Famicom's minigame playable character, show up in This Woods A and Windmill World to link with Famicom World C. This was removed for unknown reasons. I'm unsure what this one means, but you may have to install the Japanese language pack on your computer before installing the Japanese version of RPG Maker RTP in order to play Yume Nikki properly. The Yume Nikki manga is essentially an adaptation of the game in a web magazine, Manga Life Win Plus. A dead body can be found in dense woods lying on the road. Some other imagery may be present. This could mean some of the previous imagery released of Madotsuki being involved in a car accident. It's unknown if she caused it or was a victim of it. Yume Nikki Dream Diary, the current adaptation of the original, which can be found on Steam, used some scrap content from Yume Nikki's original. There are 3 vending machines scattered throughout the game selling items for yen. Yen can be acquired by stabbing certain enemies. The vending machines sell health drinks that increase Madotsuki's health by 1. The machines each sell different version of the drink. There is no known use of upgrading your health besides having a different number on your save file. There are some early demos of the game which are incredibly difficult to find. There have been treasure hunts searching for them, and so far only 3 versions, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.9, have been found out of the 10 demos. Throughout the game, strange creatures can be found which are awfully close to the shapes of male and female reproductive organs. Along with the frequent inclusion of hands animated to grab at the air and eyeballs staring towards the screen, players believe this symbolism to be explicit in nature. This could probably refer to the theory that the whole game is a dream. Even the awake sequences, the jellyfish during the ending could be a hint towards that. Applocale is an application used to run Japanese RPG ending games on non-Japanese systems without the problems that can happen when running it normally. This essentially goes back to installing the Japanese language pack. This knife effect theory is completely wrong. You can pretty much find the audio online. This may refer to the Nexus being accessible in real life, similar to the backrooms theory. Maybe in certain dream states, humans can access a Nexus similar or personalized for themselves. One of the found demo builds is 0.04 build. Free Game Station included other builds of the game in their magazine, which are now lost to time or auctioned off for extremely high prices. Further research shows nothing unusual about the game itself, although something sinister may lie below. On Uboa-chan, someone discovered an ancient Parakin poncho that had a drawing of a girl that looked very similar to Madotsuki, image attached. A theory that all Fangames are connected, maybe through the Nexus in some way. Sun is a game designer known for his creations in the Toho project. I guess people think he is the mysterious KIKIYAMA group. All copies of Yume Nikki are personalized. I believe this small little theory comes up due to the fact that there were so many different versions of the game with either cut content, added content, or Easter eggs that are either never going to be found by anyone else or were found by small groups of people who notice these differences in either gameplays or playthroughs of themselves. I personally am one of the victims of this because I recall playing version 0.06 and it being different than version 0.09. This doesn't necessarily mean that it is personalized, but it could feel that way if people were playing different versions of the game. A lot of content from 0.04's version of the game was completely cut out of more recent versions, meaning those people who played that would have a more personalized quote-unquote experience than those who played the more recent versions of the game. This can make for a very creepy experience, especially if you don't know that something like this is what's happening. If you didn't know that this is just an updated version of the game or an outdated version of the game, you'd be playing a game that seemed completely different from others. Either way, Yume Nikki does provide different experiences for different people due to the amount of Easter eggs and random occurrences. So maybe every copy is personalized to some extent. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive into the Yume Nikki Iceberg. I did my best to add some more content to this and go more into depth. I'd like to thank the Reddit post originally and the person who commented. I will have their name on screen as well as the post showing all that information. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. If you would like me to do a follow-up or maybe even play this game on my channel, let me know in the comment section below. This is Zereph signing off. Peace. Thanks for watching.